Can't believe I'm making this video. Why am I doing this again? Oh, yeah. For the views. Do it for the views. More subscribers. YouTube fame. Just do it for the views, Sendo. Just do it for the views. Guys, I finally did it. I didn't think I was ever gonna do this, but I finally did it. Man. So let me just tell you what I did. I did the unthinkable. I read that series which I swore that I will never read. And that is the first volume of One Piece. You know, when Naruto started, during that time of the big three, I came across Naruto first. Naruto, like you guys say it. I don't know how to say it right. I came across Naruto first, and that was a series that I was hooked on as far as a shonen series. And then I tried watching Bleach, and I did watch a few episodes, maybe 10 episodes, and then I just kind of lost interest. But every time I tried watching One Piece, I couldn't even finish the first episode. It was so slow. It was boring. I wasn't a big fan of the animation. To tell you the truth, between the big three, as far as the anime goes, I don't know how the One Piece anime is right now, but as far as the first episodes, I feel like One Piece had the worst deal. I think they had the worst quality. I think Bleach, they started out strong as far as the quality animation. Naruto did too, but I don't know. There was something about the One Piece anime that I just couldn't stand it, and I kept dropping the series on episode 1. And I was surprised by this volume right here. The pacing is actually good. The story actually starts out good. I mean, the first chapter, which is, I think, the one shot, is just so good. And I don't understand why the anime doesn't start that way. The anime starts with Luffy lost in the sea, finding, what's this guy's name? Kyuubi, and fighting Lady Iron Mace, the fat lady pirate. And to me that didn't make sense. I mean, why would you skip the one shot? Why don't you start with that first instead of starting with that fight and then perhaps introducing that later on? Didn't make sense to me. That the one shot was what makes this series interesting. So anyways, how does this series start? The one shot is about Luffy being a little kid wanting to join a band of pirates that he looks up to. And the guy's name is Red Hair Shanks. And the guy, this captain seems to be really good. He's like, hey, you're just a kid. I can't take you with me. It's too dangerous. And somehow he gets in trouble with some other bad dudes. As far as Luffy goes, he hears them talk bad about those pirates that he looks up to, and he tries to defend them. Luffy gets in trouble. The captain, Pirate Shanks, comes back and saves him because he cares about him. But by saving him, the Pirate Shank loses one of his arms by saving him. So Luffy is grateful, and I think he feels in debt for him risking his life. And also the fact that he was able to see that this Captain Shanks really cares about him, and he was willing to risk his life for him. And I think he just changed his mind that he does care about him, and because he cares about him, he couldn't trust him to bring him with him in such a dangerous place. So then he jumps forward to however Luffy is. I don't know if he's like 11, 12, 13, 15. You know, with anime and manga, it's kind of hard to tell the age. You know, you can be 40 and look like a little girl. You can be a little girl and look like a full woman. You know how it is with manga and anime. But the one shot, I was just like, wow, this is interesting. I was comparing it not to today's standards, because today's standards, the pacing is better, the animation. Well, as far as the art, I'm not gonna say I didn't think much of it. I mean, I thought I was gonna hate it because it reminds me of some sort of cartoonish style that I thought I wasn't gonna like Disney or something like that. But not really. After 5 seconds, you get used to it, and it's actually real good. I like the art. But where was I? Anyways, I really liked this because I was comparing it to, okay, when did this manga come out? 1997. Okay, let me compare it to what was out there, and I was like, okay, this stands pretty well against whatever was out there, against Naruto. I can see why the one shot brought the series together and why it didn't get canceled after the first volume. To me, when I watched the anime, I was like, wow, this is bad. This should have been canceled on episode 1. But I can understand why it got popular early on. And I think it's just the Japanese have a thing about pirates. I think they're interested in that stuff. That's why I gave it the jump on that. I mean, ninjas, I think they heard too much about ninjas by now. But when you introduce pirates, I think there's something different. And also the fact that this series, I mean, I can tell that it's really, really specifically aimed for kids. Not babies, but kids. I can tell how kids are gonna like this because it's just, there's comedy, there's little jokes here and there. The way the characters are drawn are funny. Yeah, the story is interesting. I can see why kids love this. So I understand why One Piece, as far as Volume 1, is actually good. It hurts to say this. I'm not saying it's as good as Naruto. It's not. But Volume 1, I respect that. Oh, okay. So after the one shot and they fight the fat pirate Iron Mace lady, it goes into the second part of the story in Volume 1, which is where we meet, I think, which is going to be a very popular character in the series. Zoro, I think that's his name. I think he will be like the Vegeta in this series. Solo. And this guy seems like a bad guy, but he's not. He's actually a good guy, but he has his pride. He has a goal in life, and he's willing to suffer to fulfill that goal, but at the same time do things right along the way. Luffy finds him tied up in a field, beat up, and he asks him, hey, you want to be rescued? And he's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to owe anybody anything. I don't want to join your crew. After a month, they're going to release me. But it's a lie. He's going to get killed. Luffy saves him, and he agrees to join the pirates. His backstory was actually good. I mean, and that's what I'm liking about this series, that the main characters have a backstory and it's interesting. This guy wants to be the best using swords in memory of this girl that he remembers that wanted to be the greatest swords person in the world. And that's why he uses like 3 swords. He used to have a technique where he uses 2 swords, but then he added this extra sword in memory of her, I guess. So a very interesting character. He reminds me of Vegeta in a way once he turns good, I guess. And Luffy he just reminds me of Goku. I mean, he has that nice, he's a nice person, but he's also selfish. Kind of like Goku, kind of like Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I'm gonna be nice, but I'm selfish too because I want to fulfill my goal. And if I have to choose between my goal and being nice, he's probably gonna have to choose his goal if he has to choose one or both. So that's interesting because just being nice is gonna get boring real quick. So Um, that's gonna keep the story interesting. Just the fact that he's giving everything just to fulfill his goal. What is the goal? Becoming the best pirate. I guess the greatest pirate in the world. I don't think he cares so much about the One Piece. I think that's just an extra for him. I think he just wants to be the best pirate. So in a way, the One Piece is really not important for him, or to me in the story. That's why I see a lot of memes about One Piece in the end being the thing about the friends we made along the way. People say that, so I can understand why people say that, because I don't think Luffy cares at all about the One Piece. Now I'm just talking about Volume 1. So those of you who have read One Piece, I may be completely wrong. My expectations of this series is just a long story about Luffy trying to fulfill his goal, making friends. That's pretty much it. It's interesting. I respect it now. After reading this volume, I respect it. I'm not saying it's better than Naruto, but it's good. I can understand why it's popular. Will I continue to read it? Heck yeah, because I have a full box set, at least volume, the first box set. So I mean, I already wasted money, so I'm gonna go for it. So I'm gonna read the first box set. I'll probably make another video once I finish the first arc, whatever that is, and I'll let you know what I think. Let me know if you're interested. Please subscribe and let me know, hey, I want to hear more about One Piece, and then I'll know if I need to continue reading it or not. At the end of the day, I'm still going to read it if I enjoy it. Thank you.